how did our world come into being? Is it a mere coincidence, or was it intentionally designed? Is our reality unique, or one of an infinite number? And when will the world come to an end? Let's explore these profound questions from the perspectives of religion, ancient cultures, and science, seeking answers through their similarities and differences. Surprisingly, there may be more similarities than one might expect. Science doesn't give a 100% certain answer about the creation of the universe, although it already knows a lot. Still, there are only cosmological models, which are interpretations based on quantum mechanics, general relativity, and observational data. However, these models have unresolved problems and limitations, so they could soon be replaced by new, yet unknown models. There is no comprehensive theory of creation, nor a theory of everything, which remains a distant dream for scientists. What we have are interpretations or hypotheses. The current model, Lambda-CDM, is an extension of the Big Bang model, which itself is also an interpretation, not a theory, not to disappoint fans of the TV sitcom. This is one of the most common misconceptions. In science, a theory is something proven, repeatedly tested, and confirmed through experimentation, while anything less than that is just a hypothesis, even if it cannot be refuted. In everyday language, however, the term theory can be often used for something more akin to an assumption. Correctly speaking, the Big Bang isn't a theory, just as Darwin's idea is not yet a theory. Returning to the cosmological models, if to look at their history, from the concept of a flat Earth supported by elephants and a turtle to our current model, despite the lingering ideas of a flat Earth, it can be seen that each time new discoveries, data, or observations arise that don't fit the existing model, it have to be updated, extended, or replaced with a new one. Or an alternative cosmological model appears. Several models can exist simultaneously, as is the case now, not yet proven or disproven, which means they all have probability of being correct. Concepts like the bubble universe, multiple flat universes connected by wormholes, endless universes as a superposition of all possible quantum states, the cyclic universe, or a universe without dark matter, are all examples of this. Frankly speaking, there might be a new vision of the universe by the end of this video. However, it takes time to establish something as a proven theory. The Lambda-CDM model emerged because of the need to include dark matter in the equations to make them work on larger scales of the universe. Dark matter is something that cannot be detected or interacted with, yet had to be included. In fact, all the observed ordinary matter universe, stars, galaxies, light, makes up just 5% of the matter energy content. Then, 27% of the universe is dark matter, and 68% is dark energy. Think about that. Around 95% of the universe is something we don't understand. That's why it is called dark matter and dark energy. It is unknown what they are, they can't be detected, observed, or interacted with, because dark matter doesn't interact with light. Science only assumes they should exist to make the equations work. It's a hypothetical matter and energy, and are just supposed that they should be there, that's all. According to the current Lambda-CDM model, much of the universe's formation happened within the first second on the logarithmic timeline of the universe's life. The Big Bang out of singularity, followed by inflation, an exponential expansion of the universe, heating, cooling, and then reheating again. The formation of the four fundamental forces we know today: gravitation, electromagnetism, the strong and weak nuclear forces, along with the formation of hydrogen nuclei. However, this model has its timeline limitations, particularly due to Planck's constant in the equations, Planck time limitation, which means they are not applicable to what was happening from the zero time point to 10 to negative 43 power seconds. This may seem like an incredibly brief moment, insignificant even, but it's crucial because it represents the very beginning and how all this started. Scientists casually refer to it as a singularity, an infinitely small and infinitely dense point. To rephrase it in simpler terms, everything was concentrated into a single point of nothingness from which the universe appeared. Could this singularity point be compared to the lotus flower in Vedic concepts? And could the subsequent expansion be likened to a lotus spreading throughout the universe? Or the wind hovering over the face of the waters? What could be that ocean from which everything was manifested, from which matter was revealed? Could it be dark matter? Or could these dark 95% of our universe be an area of other material realms mentioned in Bible and Vedas? Just look at the hydrogen wave function. Incidentally, it resembles a flower, possibly a lotus. Could the wave function in general have been present at the very beginning of the world, before matter was revealed from singularity, as a reflection of mathematical laws that existed before its material manifestation? As all scientific laws, whether mathematical, physical, or chemical, they are not invented, but only discovered. We know that Einstein, Bohr, Schrödinger, Oppenheimer, Bohm, and other physicists explored the Vedas. Did they draw inspiration from it? An interesting paradox that remains unresolved is how matter came to prevail over antimatter. During the formation of nuclei, the first particles and antiparticles appeared, along with the first annihilation processes, where a particle and its corresponding antiparticle, like an electron and positron, meet, release energy, and both cease to exist. However, we see that matter prevails over antimatter, and this could only happen under the condition of baryon asymmetry, where for every 1 billion antiparticles, there was 1 billion plus 1 particle. Why did this asymmetry occur? There is no answer for it, because the probability on an infinite scale should give a 50-50 distribution. There is still the annihilation process happening continuously. Every second, 10 billion tons of electron-positron pairs annihilate in the center of the galaxy. So where is the rest of the antimatter? Paul Dirac suggested that there is a parallel world of antimatter, a mirror to our own. He is also the one who postulated antimatter with his fundamental equation. According to recent experiments, negative impulse, as from Dirac's double world, is what is needed to open the wormhole, connecting entangled particles. There are other unsolved problems that the current model cannot explain, such as the violation of the cosmological principle, violations of isotropy and homogeneity, the KBC void, Hubble tension, S8 tension, the axis of evil, the shape of the universe, violations of the strong equivalence principle, cold-dark matter discrepancies, and others. Starting from the 1920s until recently, changes in cosmology have increasingly included the oscillating model as an everlasting alternative to the expanding universe, which is expected to end in heat death when there is no longer enough energy for thermodynamic processes, resulting in a kind of stable thermodynamic system with the highest entropy. The oscillating model suggests cycles of expansion and collapse, followed by further expansion and collapse of the universe. Besides correlations of entropy with ancient Egyptian chaos, this idea also aligns with the Vedic concept of the world manifesting and unmanifesting in repeated, infinite cycles. Ultimately, many sources seem to approximate similar ideas. An ocean of unrevealed matter, a singularity from which everything emerged, light as the first element, development of life on the earth, multiple levels of existence, a cyclical universe. As science advances, the language used to describe these concepts seems to be converging. What is the probability that these ideas originate from a single source? My answer is the probability of God. I hope you enjoyed this video and discovered some new and captivating ideas today. I am deeply grateful to everyone who supports me. If you haven't yet and would like to, please support me on Patreon using the link below or by using the Super Thanks button on YouTube. Thank you for every like and subscription. See you in my next video.